Alright, bud. Welcome to Magello. I haven't driven this track all that much. Even my lines aren't perfect, but this is third time trying to record something live, and we'll see how if third time's the charm. So I'm going to do 2 slow laps, discuss a couple of things, and then I'm going to do flying lap. So first off, I'm going to talk about vision on track and how to look at where I'm going. You know, big one is these meter signs, as well as just looking for, you know, I don't believe this corner has it, but I know this one does, the apex markers. Especially this one right here with these 3. I believe, I might be wrong on this, it's early, middle, and late apex. Now this car loves to late apex. If you're hitting the apex on the first mark, you're probably going to run wide on the second. In general, you know, where I'm looking is, so right now I'm looking at the exit, I'm looking at the signs. You know, once I get to my braking point, I'm looking at the entrance for the apex markers, next apex, exit, and try and be one step ahead of where you're looking to whatever you're doing. Otherwise your brain's just going to get backed up. So now we're looking at the exit, now we're looking at the next apex, we're back up looking for the exit. I noticed that with these signs, if they're on the left, it's probably a right-hand turn. So you're going to want to be on whatever side those signs are, as well as the big arrow signs definitely help. You know, in real life you could be looking for a skid mark. I've used changes in pavement color before. So just pick a non-moving mark. Like, don't pick a shadow, but not that big of a worry in Seto. But so long as you're one step ahead, and you know, once you figure out where your braking markers are, it gets better. So speaking of braking markers, that's the second reason for the slow lap. Tried to fit it all into one lap and just felt a little too rushed. So braking wise, most corners on this track you can brake at 100 meters, be fine. This first turn here, we need to brake at the start of the rumble strip. So as we're coming along, you know, since there's nobody here to defend against, I'm not worried. We're looking ahead, looking ahead, looking ahead. Alright, I can see the rumble strip. We're going to brake in a nice straight line right here. Let the car come around at about the exit of that or the end of that rumble strip. You were asking about how do I learn, you know, track. Big thing is small increments. If you try and brake at, you know, the 100 and you go 10 meters too deep, back it up 10 meters. If you brake at the 100 and you brake 10 meters too early, just move it, you know, back 10 meters. If you take big jumps, like going from 200 to 100 because we were stopping too early at 200, you know, you could overshoot the apex by 100 meters. So move it in small increments and just adjust for the next lap. Preferably don't move it further than what's going to make you run off. So in this corner, I'm looking for that sign. There's the 100. In this one though, I'm actually braking around where the start of that green was. The signs on the left, we're going to be on the left. Here's the 100. I'm going to stay wide a little bit and then turn in. This corner, you really just got to let it come around, and then once you can line up with the exit, back on the power. So even with cold tires, see what it got. Just letting the car come around. There's the exit. Let's get it. Looking for the curb. There it is. Hard and straight. Nice and gentle back in the power. We're going to be on the right side. Just a little brush of the brakes there. Look for the 3 marks. There it is. Alright, there's the 100. About halfway between the sides. A little lift and coast and let it come around. Back out to the exit. Another little lift. Just going to give it a brush of brakes here. Where's that sign? There's the sign. And green. This one's a little harder. Again, you gotta let it come around, and then once you kind of can spot your exit, get back in the power. So not the fastest one I've run, but hopefully that shows you kind of where my head is at and what I'm thinking, a little bit of where I'm looking. You know, again, make sure you're one step ahead. You know, if you feel like your brain is getting too backed up, you're either in too fast of a car or you're not looking far enough ahead. There's no shame in driving a boxer around here and working on these skills at a manageable speed if that's the case. No shame. Heck, I absolutely love Miatas for a reason. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Hopefully this kind of helps you out a little bit. The only other thing I've got is I don't think there's any foolproof way of learning a circuit. You've really got to find out what little visual cues work for you. I've got to admit I have an unnatural ability to drive it once and I'll remember it. But go off the markers. You know, if you're looking far enough ahead at those markers, probably doing it correctly. Yeah, most tracks are going to have good markers like that, especially in Assetto. So, yeah, if you have any questions, man, just feel free to reach out, let me know, and I'll get to them when I can. Peace.